Yeah.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's now time for the Pony Cake Sports Podcast with your hosts, Josh Stevens, Tim Thompson,
Just totally
and Tom
balls
Schultz.
all over Big. Oh my God! Big Show's gonna throw him out of the stadium. Oh no, he's dead.
Well, to be honest, we probably shouldn't even be doing a podcast on this because we all lost. So
Well, it would be one thing if we all just lost. We didn't all just lose. We all got fucking embarrassed.
yeah, my butthole is puckered up.
Like we
Not
have
good.
Honestly, we don't like that's like Spencer, of course, talking shit all weekend. He deserves to talk shit. We came out and we got absolutely embarrassed. The highest score out of the three of us was me with 73.9 points.
Not good.
The scary part is out before like the beginning of the fourth quarter, Tom was slated to win.
Yeah.
You were gonna win. When I saw that pick, did you see the pick that officially put it in the bag? I'm like, oh motherfucker! I thought Spencer would have been up fucking jacking off to your picture or something because he was so happy to beat the champ.
So let's go ahead. Let's talk about some of the games. Let's start off with I'm going to start off with mine and Tommy's game. Basically, Tom Brady, he started off not very good against Kansas City. Christian McCaffrey had a fumble. Otherwise, he would have had 8.5 points. And I did a sneaky play with Rex Burkhead. Did not pay off like I was hoping.
Is it still considered sneaky if it fails miserably?
Yeah.
No?
I guess not. I tried. Michael Thomas didn't do much. Keenan Allen had a decent game. Touchdown. He looked pretty good. Like Mike said in our chat, the stats didn't really do Keenan Allen justice because he was having a pretty decent game overall. Larry Fitz, not bad. With David Johnson out, hopefully he gets more targets. Zach Ertz had a pretty awesome game. And my best player on my team, Caleb Sturgis, he is out on IR now. So that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
my kicker.
That's pretty much the type of week you had. Plus with the Mike Evans and Jacquizz Rodgers, both of those were pretty good matchups in my eyes, and you pretty much had to just put them on your bench and, like you said, kind of reach with the Rex Burkhead pick. It is what it is, but kind of knew on Thursday night that you didn't have much of a chance when Mr. Thomas Brady kind of looked like a shitty version of Alex Smith, and Alex Smith ended up looking like Tom Brady in that game.
How nervous are you that Tom Brady is at the tail end of his career?
Who knows? Maybe I go out and pick goddamn Alex Smith because he looks like a goddamn rock star. So who knows what I'm going to do from here on out. I don't know. It's tough. None of my players scored 10 points beside my kicker and Tom Brady. So Tariq Cohen, though, he looked good. So I got that going for me, right?
Yeah, hooray.
On the other side,
I play him this week. I dare you.
On the other side, you have Drew Brees, who scored almost 20. Todd Gurley punched a touchdown in. Gillislee, 3 touchdowns. Crabtree, not much. Adams, not much. Sanders, not much. Delaney Walker, not much. I feel like if it wasn't for goddamn Gillislee to get 3 touchdowns, I would have had a shot. So that's pretty much it for me.
Well, it was just based off of Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gillislee and Tom Brady essentially decided your week.
I'm not going to talk much about that, so let's move on to Kevin and Mike Agent. We have Kevin, who started a player, Jamison Crowder, was questionable coming in, and he ended up leaving the game with 0.6 points.
All right,
negative.
I want to start by saying, number one, Spencer assumed that Mike was going to lose, like halfway through Sunday, which I thought was hilarious. And Mike was just so fucking nervous.
Oh, he was.
Against Kevin.
Yeah.
Against Kevin. For fuck's sake, people. Come on, Mike. You're better than that. You barely edged out a victory against the 4 worst teams in the league.
I don't even really want to talk about Mike's team much, except for the fact that he did a trade right before because he did not believe in the players that he drafted.
Sounds like Mike.
With Cooper Kupp, who had 13 points, and Robert Woods, again, I believe a guy that he drafted for 5.3 points. But he made a trade for Brandon Marshall, which did not pay off at all.
And
1 point.
And gave up a 9th-round pick.
Yeah.
People act like that's not much, but that's most likely a starter on your team or a key depth guy. And to be giving up a 9th-round pick on Brandon Marshall, a guy who doesn't look anything like himself on a team that is struggling tremendously already. It might bite him in the ass. I'm impressed though with his running backs. Ty Montgomery, he was the workhorse for the Packers. Jamal Williams got touches when Montgomery looked like he got injured, but it looks like he's going to be the workhorse. And Mr. Dalvin Cook is a 3-down running back in the NFL.
Dalvin Cook, I will give him credit. I still do believe Christian McCaffrey is the better pick, but that's neither here nor there. Ty Montgomery can still eat a big fat dick. He's hot garbage. I don't care that he scored 15.3 points last week. He's going to cost Mike more games than he wins them. Mike literally only won this game because of Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson. That's why he won.
Moving on to Tom and Spencer. Tom kind of did in from that Green Bay and Seattle game. Definitely was not expecting Russell Wilson. Only scored 9.9 points. I played him in another league, expecting big things. That was a dud. Rob Kelly, I did not see that coming either, only scoring 3 points. Chris Thompson was the guy to play in that.
Oh, I definitely expected Fat Rob to only score 3 points.
But on your bench, Tom, Marlon Mack, he may be the guy. If, like you said in our chat, if Pagano wasn't such an idiot, you could have a true gem right there with drafting Mack.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be the guy, but he's going to get usage, and he's going to look very good when number 12 comes back on this team, and he opens up that defense a little bit. We saw what he can do with the worst quarterback in the NFL, starting quarterback, Scott Tolzien. So I'm excited for the future with Marlon Mack.
I was going to tell you, Tom, great job not starting Mark Ingram, and then I saw that you started Rob Kelly instead, so shame on you. You're better than that. You're a 3-time champion. You're better than that.
Tim, do you know last season how many fantasy points Rob Kelly scored against the Eagles?
Do you know how many he scored this season? I do. It
wasn't a lot, but I like the matchup against the Eagles. He played twice against them last season and produced. So
they're division rivals.
Who got the most carries on that Saints backfield, or most touches?
Alvin Kamara.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
That was more game flow in my eyes, though. Just how the game was working.
I don't think Adrian Peterson needs to be involved in this team at all.
They should trade him.
They need to trade him.
I think they're going to cut him, honestly, especially with the. We'll talk about it more on our real show when these schmucks aren't around. But
move on to Spencer. Tyreek Hill. He didn't play him. Did you guys have a verbal pact before this game?
No. I shouldn't have had any business being in this game. Spencer dropped the Rams last second. Didn't start Tyreek Hill. So he made two dumbass decisions. He should have killed me and been one of the highest scorers of this week.
Honestly, it's a bit scary. He had a running back score under 2 points and a wide receiver score under 1 point.
Yeah.
And he still beat you.
Well, my highest score was 14, which is
we all suck.
Like the lowest all week.
I just mean it's that's a solid win for Spencer.
Oh yeah,
it's a solid win over against one of the toughest teams he's gonna play all year, in terms of complete teams. Tom, that's what I want to ask you. Actually, Josh, you too for this. How nervous are we about Martavis Bryant? All three of us were extremely high on him. Actually, I believe you have a bet where you're gonna owe me a bunch of money.
Well, we have him in our Pro-Am league as well.
Yeah.
So we need him to produce.
It's week 1. Look at everyone that didn't produce week 1.
Just
one of the lowest scoring weeks ever. And
you have people on Sleeper Bod right now freaking out because of week 1 performances, and they're like, "Should I trade Michael Thomas for Ted Ginn?" What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, get your head out of your fucking ass.
That's a great.
Tommy Lee should be my number 1 waiver pick, and then I go to the back of the line. What the fuck are you doing? Quit being stupid. Like, I just don't get it. Moving on to the next game, we have Tim versus Joey.
Oh, man. It's everything I said it was going to be completely honest. I mean, especially with no Jay Ajayi. Not that Jay Ajayi would have made the slightest of difference, but Jay Ajayi and Odell Beckham Jr. both being out, that's the difference in this game.
Yeah.
That's let's call it what it is. No one. I didn't have that big star player like a lot of teams this week didn't have. I only scored 73.9 points, but with that, I was happy Derek Carr went out there and did what he did. I was excited about that. Isaiah Crowell made me nervous. I'll be honest with you. I was happy to see Antonio Brown go out there and do what he did, and even my 3 wide receiver Pierre Garçon in a bad game for the 49ers still had over 8 points. And Tyrell Williams against one of the very best secondaries in the NFL had over 5 points. Honestly, guys, I was happy with this loss. I was okay with it. I expected it.
My question is, what does Joey do with his team with possibly no depth at running back now. Is he hoping for something off the waiver wire? Is he hoping for a trade? Is he hoping somebody pick somebody off the wire and then trade for that person? What is Joey going to do? Because right now he's going to be rolling with Kareem Hunt and Jonathan Stewart.
Yeah, I think Joey will take it week by week, and whatever team has the better matchup, he'll either start Jonathan Stewart or, dare I say, one Matt Forte.
Even with David Johnson out, Joey still has a top 6 team in this league right now, in my eyes.
Well, see, I don't know.
He's got the number 1 group of receivers, by far, in my eyes. He's got a top 2 tight end in my eyes. He's got Kareem Hunt, one of the hottest running backs in the league right now, and then he's going to have to put Jonathan Stewart or Matt Forte as running back too. He's going to be able to survive. As long as David Johnson's not out for the whole season, I think Joey's still going to make the playoffs.
Moving on, we have Luke versus Jerry. Jerry ends up winning, and he does, I want to say, the stupidest trade of the season. Honestly, by far.
So I have to tell you guys, I look on the message board this morning, as I do almost every morning or sometime today, and it's Jerry saying, haha, Josh and Tom, I won. Good pick, Tim. I was like, good for you, Jerry. Fucking good for you. And then the fucking trade comes through, and I see Terrell Pryor for Tanner Gentry. Or not Tanner Gentry.
Might as well have been Tanner Gentry.
Galladay.
Thank you, Galladay.
Tanner Gentry. Yeah, he's white.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, God, that's a bad fucking trade for Jerry. Before I even knew any picks were involved. I'm like, that's a bad trade for Jerry, but you know what, Jerry just falls in love with people, that's fine. So then I hear the picks come through. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fair for Jerry. Then he got 2/8. And Josh was like, no, I got 2/8. He gave me 11 and 12. What the fuck? God damn it, Jerry. And then the worst part is, Josh Schultz says, well, Jerry offered it to me. I have it. What?
Yeah, that's...
Come on. Like, and again, I hope it's like the Hopkins trade that we saw a couple years back, or last year, whenever it was. I hope it works out for Jerry. I really do. I was happy to see him get the win over the Brit to freaking start the season, but I hate everything about that trade.
I think like 3 of the last 5 trades Jerry has made, I've been like, what a fucking moron. But then like 4 of them have been good for him. I know a lot of people gave him shit last year for a lot of the trades he made. Jerry might be smarter than us. Jerry might be the one that should be having this podcast. He is 1-0 right now, leading his division. And look, Corey Coleman's blowing up already. It's a solid wide receiver 3 for him. Jerry might have a better team than we're giving him credit for right now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Hey, that was a playoff team last year, gentlemen. Don't forget.
Yep. It's interesting. That's to say the least.
Don't forget.
Next up, we have Justin versus Josh Schultz. Justin ended up winning this game. And I think it's just true Justin fashion. Fucking defense and special teams again.
Lucky
leading
as
his
fuck.
way. This is Patton and Justin. Last year, it was the Vikings. This year, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars, which, if you guys have looked at their Twitter handle, they have changed it to the Saxonville Jaguars. Did you see that? It's so stupid. So funny, but stupid. But Josh loses AR-15 for the year with a, what was it? Torn ACL. So he is now gone. But the thing is, you look at it, now he's got Pryor that he can just throw in there, and I feel like it's a very, very strong compliment. You just flip-flop him, essentially.
Josh Schultz should feel really good about his team. Yeah, he's 0-1, but he still put up 85.2 points, and Le'Veon Bell Price had his worst game of the year.
Yeah.
Only put up 4.7 points. He had a receiver go out in this game. Gronk didn't do shit. His team's going to be good. It's a lot better than a lot of people are giving him credit for, and him and Justin are going to be battling tooth and nail all season to win the West.
I think Josh Schultz is going to be better. I still think that this is Justin's division, and talk about week 1 matchups that kind of set the tone for the year. This is one of those. Josh Schultz's team is much improved, but Justin's is still very, very good.
Let's go to week 2.
Quick question, guys.
Yes.
Leonard Fournette was on Justin's bench.
Yep.
Who is he going to be rolling with next week? With Devontae Freeman, DeMarco Murray, and Leonard Fournette. That's a good problem to have.
If I'm him, I'm looking to trade DeMarco Murray, but it's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I don't know what he does, to be honest. It's like you said, it's a good problem to have. So
where the
I'm
hell?
not sure.
What the hell's this idiot's name? It's Justin's name.
Melvin Chef Gordon Ramsay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Named after you, Tim.
It's a great nickname. So you got Fournette against Tennessee, Freeman against Green Bay. Green Bay was the second best rush defense last week. And then DeMarco Murray. Right now he has DeMarco Murray on his bench. He's got Fournette in there. Well, yeah, DeMarco Murray's playing Jacksonville.
Yeah,
that's an easy one.
Well, let's talk about that. We have Justin versus Joey. That's the first matchup right there that we're going to discuss. Two teams that are 1-0. And Joey's going to have Matthew Stafford against the Giants. And the Giants, they recently played Dallas, gave up 19.8 points to Dak Prescott. Kareem Hunt playing the Eagles, gave up 14 points to running backs. Buffalo is playing, Jonathan Stewart's playing Buffalo. It looks like Joey's going to roll with Stewart. Julio Jones, Green Bay, AJ Green, Houston, Demaryius Thomas, Dallas, Travis Kelce, Philly. And then you look at Justin on the other side. Matt Ryan against Green Bay. They actually played pretty well against Russell Wilson there. So is Matt Ryan going to have the time that he needs? Devonta Freeman against Green Bay. Fournette right now he's got starting in his roster. Doug Baldwin against San Francisco. DeAndre Hopkins against Cincy. Randall Cobb against Atlanta. Greg Olsen versus Buffalo. Thoughts on this matchup?
I like Joey's team coming down to earth. And it's not a knock on Joey. It's not me trying to be a dick because he's my division rival. He just beat the piss out of me. But don't think Kareem Hunt's going to have the day that he just had. Don't believe Jonathan Stewart's going to be able to perform in Buffalo. Julio Jones could still have a day, but with that, he's got Matt Ryan on the other side of it throwing him the football. I despise AJ Green. They're playing Houston, and I don't believe Denver has the firepower at quarterback to make sure Demaryius Thomas has a big game.
Projected score right now is 94-97 in Justin's favor.
I like Justin's setup, to be honest with you. Doug Baldwin playing San Francisco. It's a great matchup. Cincinnati's defense was suspect to say the least. You still have obviously Matt Ryan and Devonta Freeman. They're going to do something against Green Bay. Green Bay's defense is not that good. It's good. It's improved.
So you got Justin?
I got Justin.
Tom?
I'm going with Justin as well. I think one of the key parts of this matchup is that Justin has Matt Ryan. And if Joey for Joey to win, I think for the next couple weeks, maybe the next 10 weeks, Julio Jones is going to have to produce like Julio Jones. He can't come out scoring only 6.6 points per game. We saw that Atlanta Falcons offense struggle last week. They're going back home, back on turf, so I'm expecting them to produce more Falcon-like numbers, but it's going to be hard for Joey to win. Especially, I do not like the Matthew Stafford against the Giants at all this week.
I need Joey to lose, so I feel like, did I pick Justin last week? I think I did. So I'm going to go with Justin again. Even though I should probably say Joey because I feel like every time I pick somebody, they lose. So, whatever.
All three of us went Justin.
Yeah, even though I think Joey's got a shot. I mean, he
always does.
Like you said, he's got three of the best wide receivers, and even his running backs, you can plug and play Jonathan Stewart and feel comfortable with it. So
Kelce could put up wide receiver one numbers any week.
So who knows? It's a crapshoot with Joey's team. He can put up goddamn 130 points a week. I mean, this week he put up 111, and his team had a quote unquote down week this week.
If the Chiefs go something like 13-3 this year, Joey's team's going to be scary because that means Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce do what they need to do.
Yeah. Next up, Luke versus Spencer. Luke's got Dak against Denver. McCoy versus Carolina. C.J. Anderson, who had an okay game against Dallas. Dez versus Denver. Sammy versus Washington. He's starting Decker. I think that's whatever. Reed against the Rams. And on the other side, Mariota against Jacksonville. Howard against Tampa. Frank Gore as a starter against Arizona. Brandon Cooks against New Orleans Saints. Tyreek Hill against Philly. Parker against the Chargers. Jack Doyle against Arizona.
There's a lot of shitty matchups in this game. That's why the projected totals for each team is pretty low. But I absolutely hate Luke's team this week. Look, Dak and Dez Bryant against Denver. Not a big fan of that at all. We've been predicting all offseason that Dez is going to struggle early and often. He struggled last week, only 4.3 points. I'm expecting him to be under 5 as well. You got LaShawn McCoy against Carolina. Carolina, one of the best front sevens in football right now. They're going to be tough to run against. C.J. Anderson, yeah, he looked good last week. I'm worried about his health.
Yep.
I just don't like a lot of these matchups at all for either team, but I'm giving the edge to Spencer.
I don't like the matchups either. I feel like for Spencer to win, he has to make a change of quarterback. I don't like Mariota against Saxonville, as Josh so elegantly put. If I'm him, I'm looking at either, and I know it's risky, but a Jared Goff against that Washington team, or even going a Carson Palmer, who I know struggled mightily against Detroit, but going and playing an Indianapolis team that is just horrendous. You saw Jared Goff torch them. He's going to have the ability to do that as well.
I like the Carson Palmer prediction that you made, especially with no David Johnson for the next 2 to 3 months.
Oh, that's too bad. I think we're all in front of him on the waiver wire, huh, guys?
I'm going to go with Spencer in this matchup. But I do think that he may make a quarterback change. We'll see.
He will. Give me the Brit.
He might trade for a running back as well.
Spencer will?
With Justin? With Josh Schultz?
Me and him are talking right now.
Oh, really? Oh, you're going to trade Marlon Mack?
Well, no. Marlon Mack's my dude. I might start him this week.
Next up, Josh Schultz versus Tom Rafferty.
Is it, I don't want to say this, but I feel like this is Josh Schultz season right here. This is Josh. I don't feel like Josh Schultz has the ability to say, for my team, even if I start 0-5, everyone's, you're going to blow your team up. Even if I start 0-5, I'm going to be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to get a top draft pick, and my team's good enough right now. With those picks, I'm going to dominate. Josh Schultz, I don't think has the ability to do that, even though he has a good team.
Does Josh Schultz think about a quarterback change here? Ben Roethlisberger is facing Minnesota. Kirk Cousins is facing the Rams. Rams are pretty freaking good last week. What do you do in this case? You just roll with Cousins and hope for the best?
He should. He should, but here's why he won't. It's because he's waiting for the matchup with me for Big Ben. So he won't drop Big Ben there, and he's not going to drop Kirk Cousins. He should, because Kirk Cousins is going cross-country to L.A., and Big Ben playing Minnesota, like you said, he should absolutely be thinking quarterback change. If you want to roster 3 quarterbacks, go ahead, young man. You do you. But I do not envy Josh Schultz this week. He's got a few tough decisions ahead of him.
Yeah, this is definitely, in my eyes, a must-win. Look, his next 3 games are against you two Jamokes and Joey. It's a tough way to start your season. With Danny quitting and Tommy taking over and doing a little redraft, kind of fucked Josh, in all honesty. His first 5 matchups are extremely tough. He needs to at least be 2-3.
And you know what? That's what he gets for saying, I don't know why team cares so much.
Looks like right now Tommy's rolling in to this matchup, starting white guy from Vikings.
He should. He should.
Over Crabtree and Emmanuel Sanders, 2 guys that he started last week.
I feel like he should watch it, and if, not that he will, but if for whatever reason Josh decides to play Roethlisberger instead, then I think he immediately puts Sanders in there.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting. Who do you guys got in this matchup?
I'm going to go Tommy.
I'm going to go Tommy as well. Sorry, Joshy boy.
I'm going to go Josh Schultz.
No, there you go. We'll differentiate.
Next up, we have Mike Agent versus Jerry McInerney, a matchup of 2 retards.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow,
I'm sorry,
bro.
Just being honest, guys.
2 undefeated retards. They have 100% more wins than we do.
Guys. Yep, that's very true.
I'm super jealous of both of these guys right now. Mike's sitting on top of his division. Both of his shitty division mates are 0-1. Congrats to him. Mike's going to need to rely on those Packers. It's going to be like that every week. He's going to win when they blow up, and when they have a down week, he's probably going to lose. But I like Mike's matchups this week. I think Aaron Rodgers, Ty Montgomery, and Jordy Nelson against the Atlanta Falcons. I think that's very good. I think it's going to be plentiful. But I am not picking against my boy Jerry. I'm picking Jerry to win every week from now on because he gets so angry when I don't. Not a huge fan of Jerry's matchups, but Kenny Galladay and Monday Night Football, 3 tutties. He's going to make us all look like idiots.
Well, yeah, right now it's at this spot. He needs to either start Galladay or Sterling Shepard or Laquan Treadwell. So those are the guys that he's rolling with.
Listen, I actually like Atlanta's defense at home. They don't have any little people, big world players playing for the Packers who can't, that the defense can't identify. It's going to be a straight up. It's Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, but this is still a good defense, especially at home. I like them. They're going to put pressure on Rodgers. The Packers are, I don't want to say a completely different offensive team on the road, but they're different. So give me the, I'm going to take Jerry. I'll take Jerry back-to-back weeks.
I'm going to go Jerry as well.
Oh, man. 3 in a row.
I can't pick for Mike. He's a fucking idiot.
Is this the best team Mike has ever had?
Yes.
Well, Mike's had some pretty shitty teams.
Yeah.
He started 6-0 one year.
Yeah, with a shitty team.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm going against Mike. Next up, we have Tom versus Kevin Long.
I'm gonna fucking lose. I know it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I would die of laughter, to be honest with you. I don't see it happening.
I don't know. I like your team this week, Tom.
You're
but
gonna
then
roll.
again,
You're gonna roll with Mark Ingram. Or
Yeah.
is that the guy you're gonna trade
I'm
to
starting
Spencer?
Ingram.
You're gonna trade him to Spencer?
Nope, that's my dude.
yeah, I don't see. Probably Amir Abdullah you'll trade. But I don't
Nope.
see.
You're gonna trade Fat Rob?
Nope.
Yeah, good.
Zeke.
No, you're
Ooh,
not.
that'd be
No,
interesting.
you're not.
7 6-rounders.
Do it.
Dang.
I hope he does.
Um,
Do it, Spence, punk ass bitch.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know with Kevin. I can't pick for him. That's all.
Well, he's got Marshawn against the Jets at home. That's a good start for him. Cam, obviously coming off of last week, he's gonna want to put up big numbers against Buffalo. You got Jeremy Maclin in Cleveland. He's got some favorable matchups.
He does.
I'd almost say he should start John Brown against Indianapolis instead of Jamison Crowder. In all honesty,
I would as well.
Let Chris Hogan play against that New Orleans defense. He's actually got a good shot at defeating.
Yeah,
Tom
I
this
would
week.
take out Crowder, and I would definitely put in John Brown. As much as I hate John Brown, I feel like Arizona has to throw the ball. That would make more sense. But I'm going to go with Tom. But if Kevin did make that switch, I would kind of be in the middle.
I'm gonna go Kevin.
I'm gonna go myself. Gonna beat the brakes off Kevin because he's a little bitch.
Wow.
All right. That's fighting words right there.
Martavis Bryant, wide receiver 1 this week.
There you go. Next matchup, last matchup, Tim versus
Woo!
myself.
Hey, and let's call it like it is. I'm an equal opportunity hater. I said that this is a must win for Josh Schultz this week.
Why the fuck are we talking about this game last?
Only because
both you guys are 0-1.
Yeah, only because we were.
And this is
the two
an
that's here.
equally.
We should have waited. We should have talked about Joey and Justin last.
This is.
Or
it-
Tommy
I
and
want to
Josh
start.
Schultz.
I want to start.
well, you
off
know
with
what?
a bang.
This isn't a Joey and Justin or anyone else's podcast. This is a you got second to last, and when you play us, we're gonna talk about us last. Okay? You alright?
Ugh.
All right. I'm sorry. I know you have your GM on all these teams anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter to you. Listen, I said Josh Schultz is a must-win game for him. Same thing for Josh and I believe. I believe both of us have to win this game in order to be a division contender, to even be considered for the playoffs. We both have tough schedules as well. With that being said, I love a lot of Josh's matchups more. I love Tom Brady against New Orleans. I feel like he's going to have
That's gonna be like 40
five
points.
touchdowns, 500 yards. I agree. Mike Evans against the Bears. That's a big game. Michael Thomas. He's playing New England, but still, he has some opportunity there. And Larry Fitz at Indy. I'll be honest.
Give me that.
I'm nervous going into this game. Like I feel like I should be. I am fully anticipating. I think it'll be much closer. I think my team's gonna put up some numbers this week as well. I think that I'm gonna lose something along the lines of 121 to 115 this week.
How worried are you with OBJ going into a Monday night game?
I'm not. I told Tom and I just made a $1 bet on it. OBJ is going to play. I have no doubt in my mind.
So what if he doesn't? Are you going to drop him and pick up a wide receiver to make your roster full?
No, I'll probably, in all honesty, I'll probably switch something out before, even if it's some shitty wide receiver just to play somebody. Or if I have to throw him out there, and if he doesn't play, he doesn't play. He's going to be another game time decision.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, that's pretty crazy. You would roll him out there on Monday night, knowing he's a game time decision.
That's tough.
I don't have
And a
any
must-win game.
I don't have.
Yeah,
I don't
have
have.
to win
you
this
don't
game.
really have another option.
I don't have any other choices.
The only thing you can do is if it is decided that he is out, you can switch him to the IR real quick, and then you can pick up whatever wide receiver is left for the Giants, which I can draw on a blank on who else is available for them. Maybe get like 3 points.
Not much. I mean, there's a chance. I mean, maybe if I'm hearing by like Thursday, Friday that he's doubtful, maybe I'll end up throwing Danny Amendola out there to try to.
The other thing is
combat you.
Yeah, the other
New
thing
Orleans.
is you don't have any late. You don't have any late games.
No,
you have
it won't be
games.
late. Listen, if 12 o'clock Sunday rolls around and OBJ is still in my starting lineup, he's filling that role.
Gotcha.
He's filling that spot.
All right, highest score, lowest score of the week, guys.
Of the week for every game?
Yep. No. Of the week. Who's going to score the highest this week?
That would be you, Josh. You're going to score the highest this week.
I'm going to.
You are?
Last time I was held that low week 1, I came back and scored like 160 week 2. It's going to happen this week.
I think Josh Schultz will put up some big numbers this week. Who's going to score the least amount of points?
That'd be Luke.
Luke?
I'm going to go with Tim.
Very possible.
I'm going to go with Mike.
My team got some good matchups this week, Tom. I'm surprised you say that.
You blind, bro?
Anything else, guys?
Nope.
That's all I got.
That's all I got.
All right.
Fuck this league. Fuck everyone.
I wish there was a way that we could all bounce back next week. We'll be 1-1 each. It's not possible.
No.
There's a chance.
There's a chance we have 2 0-2 teams on this podcast.
Yeah.
Which would suck. It'd
we
be a
can't
little
have
embarrassing.
No, either way, either Josh or myself are going to be very upset.
Very true.
Whoever loses that game.
If I lose to Kevin, I'd be more pissed than both.
That's true. Honestly, if you lose to Kevin, you should probably
You should probably kill yourself. That's what I was going to say.
I would. Well, that's what Spencer told Mike to do. He's like, you lost to Kevin, go kill yourself.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all we have for you guys. So until next week, hopefully we got a couple wins. Me and Tom this week. And,
I'm fully predicting you to win. Listen, I hate you. I'm not going to Spencer's point. I'm not going to say like good luck to you.
Yeah.
I hope your team sucks. I hope a lot of your players like had like terrible hurricane damage and like they're just thinking about their families and stuff.
That's not nice.
I'm hoping some like Jameis Winston has a dog lost somewhere.
Whoa.
Mike Evans like can't find his sister. I hope all that happens.
All right. Till next week.
Peace.
A lot of points.